All right, the race is starting. The year 2023. We're back with Speedgaming Live, and this is the Super Metroid 100% race. Again, my name is Justifend, joined again by Timon. How's it going?
Hey, welcome. It's going great. I'm excited for this race. Good to see Sloaters, old school friend, very experienced runner she is, and some newer player, Nikplayer, joined the 100% tourney as well. Always good to see new people joining the speedrunning realm.
Yep, I expect some pretty good speed runs here. Sloaters going to be the favorite in this race, I'll say. Her PB... Actually, I don't know what her PB is, but I got her qualifying time. PB is probably pretty good because the qualifying time is like 1:17:30. We have Nikplayer with a 1:21:33. So pretty steep difference in qualifying times there, but it is 100% is very long speed runs, so a lot of things to account for in a race.
Yeah, for Nikplayer, it sounds like that his PB is quite similar to the qualifying time. Slaughter's PB is a 1:16:11, but that's been, I'm pretty sure, a couple years ago. So probably not gonna see a PB of her, but still gonna see some really good and solid gameplay. It's a nice 85 door. It's a pretty good start. See how this stairs go. Slight hiccup from Slaughters. But it's just serious. It's always a nice time trial to get a good serious time, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. Just a couple seconds.
Oh, a little trouble there trying to get onto the elevator for Nikplayer. So it looked like they barely had a slight lead leaving it. But now Sloaters will be the first to be on the planet. If you're just joining us, there is also a second race over on Speedgaming too. We have Static Shock versus Decalled. Again, the Super Metroid 100% tournament is well underway. Play-up matches coming to you today and tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been the second day now, and we already had like over 10 races. So people definitely are hyped to schedule their matches, hyped to get this going. And the bracket fills out pretty quick. I'm excited. The first thing that we'll notice, Sloaters is still old school player, played way before Moonfall was found, and was always fine with not using it, because it's definitely hard as a veteran player to adjust to Moonwalk into your game. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel that it was always a big learning curve, especially with boss fights. So Sloaters sticking to their guns, playing without it.
I can definitely say from experience, I just learned Moonwalk a couple months ago, and it's still, especially in situations where you have not planned and you have to improvise stuff, it can really make an impact. But if you start running this game, most likely most players will just turn it on to get used to it at the start, which Nikplayer probably also did.
Yeah, Moonfall giving Nikplayer an early lead. It's always interesting to see the little time saves in the early game, and then also just everywhere in general with Super Metroid. such a very complex speedrun.
Oh wow, Nick tries to go for the D-boost as well. Both went for the D-boost in the first room.
Looks like we got some wall jumps up the right. Looking very clean from Sloaters. A few minor mistakes. Nikplayer able to catch up. Clear out these gamers. Ledge grabs up the parlor. And they're just about tied.
Very solid time for both of them. Now for Bomb Teresa, we are looking for to not grab all the missiles on the first jump up. So we're trying to separate the missiles with our shots and grab them in 2 jumps so we can one cycle Bomb Teresa. Let's see how it goes for them.
Yeah, they're also, before the Bomb Teresa fight starts, they're also getting a position there to make Bomb Teresa jump right away. Okay, taking off the head. That's going to cost Nikplayer a little bit of time. You're trying to get the right amount of damage so that the head of Bomb Teresa doesn't come off, and that skips the animation of it exploding. All right, Nikplayer took a couple tries, but able to get the Alcatraz. It's always something that makes me nervous in races. Just trying to get the little early hurdles out of the way.
Definitely, could probably be some nerves involved. Is probably not used to racing in tournaments in general, because quite new player. But hopefully he will capitalize and get really comfortable in the later stages of this run.
Yeah, we saw it earlier with the Omnigazer Amarovsky match. Yeah, they were feeling a little nervous. Seemed like a little nerves early on, and then they got to the middle of the race, and they started getting pretty comfortable with some of the really cool tricks. But Sloaters grabbing the early supers. Damage boost back. The nice thing about that damage boost, you just get to skip that monster party, and get yourself over to the reserve tank room.
Getting the items back here, and we see, you talked about it earlier, JD, that back in the day we used to grab the reserve tank last, and Sloaters stays true to it. Does it the old way, how she learned it, how she's comfortable with it.
Yeah. Yep.
Why change a running system, right?
Yeah. That's probably my favorite thing about this as a speed run. There's a lot of different strats you can do, and one way might not be as optimal as the other, but it's really up to your preference, up to your comfort level, because it's such a long run.
I like that decision from Nikplayer because he was quite low on energy. 54 in Big Pink is really not a comfortable amount. Doesn't want to die in this race to farm up pretty quick.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible decision. All right, Sloaters looking very clean. About to exit the greenhouse. And Nikplayer not too far behind. I'm so used to just seeing moonfalls everywhere, so it's refreshing to see sloaters without it.
Yeah, Nikplayer doesn't go for this moonfall as well. This is a very hard moonfall to do down the red
Oh
tower
yeah,
to weave through them. And especially you set it up blind, it's pretty hard to do. Nice, great entrance.
Yeah, very nicely done. Alright, looks like Slurs have us a lead about 20 seconds, judging my door times. Alright, I like this from Nick, going with not an overly specialized strat there. A little bit slower, but gets the job done. I think the nice thing about this is it's conserving also the ammo. If you're not too comfortable coming into this hallway with mini crate, you know, it's nice to have the extra ammo, take care of everything, and also take less damage. Quick kill, nothing to it.
I'm wondering if Nikplayer wants to do damage lag reduction here because he didn't do the damage boost in the pre-crate room. Maybe he didn't practice it yet, or he's not comfortable with it.
Yeah, not going for
a normal quick kill.
For super quick kill there. Yeah,
well done. I always found that pretty hard because you actually have to re-time the super shot.
Yeah.
So, well done on his part.
Yeah, that's really that feels like a strat that's very much based on feel and like timing. I was like the two missiles beforehand, just sort of automatically does it.
Nice mock ball from Sloaters. Oh yeah, unfortunately missed the. She wanted to drop a bomb before jumping up to the energy tank. That's such a interesting and cool variation of this room. Let's see how Nikplayer handles it. Good decision to kill the B-toms before the E-tank when you mess up the strat a little bit so they don't drain your energy constantly. It's actually very scary when you're low life, low health in that room, great E-tank. Because the energy when you have all four onto you, it's quite fast, they drain it. But Slotus overall looking very good in her movement, very clean. Nikplayer still not too far behind. Just about the room and the fanfare.
What are your thoughts on that, Timon? Is Spazer the greatest beam?
Is Spazer the greatest beam? It does come quite handy in upper Norfair, but it does definitely mess up a couple strats when you're used to any percent. I think it's a good beam. Not the best. Grapple beam is the best, right?
Yeah. Alright, Sloater's taking a little bit of damage there. A little flying enemy there. Pestering them in the lava.
So we can see Nikplayer still on the reserves. Still nothing in the reserves. It's not too crucial in this route. Maybe he gets lucky for some farms at Speed Booster to have a backup reserve for Wrecked Ship. But generally, you don't need the reserves in early Croc. Let's see how his Bubble Mountain goes. Well done. And the deboost out. That was great.
Yeah, I like it. Steffi had a really neat strat there, just using a charge shot. Take care of the cack attack, using the Spazer to her advantage. Alright, we'll see how many farms we get.
Slotus doesn't get lucky on supers.
Yeah,
Still only one. Oh, and then a 4! Oh my god.
Took a while, but it will max out the ammo.
It is possible when you have one super to just continue and miss a couple doors, but it's definitely can stick around for some farms to get some comfortable super numbers. Nikplayer also stays a little bit to farm up supers.
Oh, very interesting strat there. Damage boosting. Damage boost from Nikplayer. This is the beam the players really want. They want the wave beam. The wave beam. So much utility. Just for the fact that it goes through the walls. Oh, looks like Nikplayer trying to go for that door shot. Just barely missing it.
Lotus first to Crocomire. So as an opener, generally you want to Doppler 2 missiles and a super to Crocomire. You don't even need to Doppler when you crouch. Good to know. And then the safest way is just to Spazer. Some people opt to use ammo for the later stages in this fight, especially when you have a lot of supers. You can do that and cut down time. But Slotus seems to have, what was it? I think one swipe. Pretty good, really good RNG. Slightly mistiming on those shots. It's sometimes weird when Crocomire swipes and you want to time the shot, it doesn't hit. It can be pretty frustrating.
Yeah, that angle up shot.
Doesn't get punished too much. That's good. We'll do the wraparound shot from the bottom.
I like that. Sloaters taking a little bit of time there with a extra shot just to make sure that door is open. If you don't quite hear it, you know, you don't get all of the drops, from Crocomire, but better be safe than sorry. Spark across.
Definitely. The thing about Crocomire drops is Crocomire doesn't really like to drop supers. For some reason. Maybe there are not many super spawns in his drop table, but there's very normal case that you don't get any supers from Crocomire. So when you have 2 supers, it's, I guess, a good decision to skip the drops. We might see Let's watch for sloaters if he gets the turnaround. No boomerang, but still a very fast grab on those missiles.
Yeah, I've never had any luck with the boomerang turning around there. And
It's a really hard strat, and I'm not quite sure how it exactly works when you can boomerang and when not. But sometimes when you turn around right after a grapple, you get launched into the other direction, so you
yeah.
actually skip the ledge. Nikplayer catches on. Perfect.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there for Nikplayer. Go with an angle shot to get the space turtle. I love that bouncy ball right there from Sloaters.
That door entrance is always confusing to me. How people do that? Jump into the door without messing up the door too much.
Oh, just a little bit too high on the super shot. So that's one wasted super. Not too bad though.
Should still be fine. Nikplayer probably opts to farm a little bit here. Doesn't get lucky on the supers. Feel like he wants more than one leaving. 3 is totally fine, and full energy. That looks safe for the next section of the game.
Oh, okay. So Nikplayer also trying to do it for the bouncy ball, but because didn't quite have enough speed, just didn't quite get there.
Nice, not so alpha spark for 100%. Second spark in the game. Perfect. Now comes the harder part without ice. Red tower, you can't use ice here in this route. So the old and fashioned way, down grab. Perfectly done.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm way more old school than that. I just take off the spacer and do a hero shot.
Oh, okay. Hero shot with spacer is just a lot more complicated.
Yeah,
It
I
should
just
still
take it
work,
off.
right? Fair enough. We might see the hero shot from Nikplayer.
Nicely done. Sloaters navigating that room, getting caught up by the little bouncing slimes, but it will damage boost out of there. I think building on her lead. Alright, Nikplayer gonna go for a second go around.
That's okay. It's not a hero shot. That's an interesting variation. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to or want to try the down grab. It looked like the actual strat that he does. Shoot the blocks out when jumping up and then go up the right side.
Yeah, it's interesting to see a lot of these players keeping the spacer on for Fantoon, I would assume.
Usually, the problem with turning space off early is just the fade out and fade in from the menu. So people like to use the menu when there's actually nothing to do. You can do it like during the spark, or you can do it at the start of the Phantom fights.
Alright, Sloaters down to about 109 energy. Also has the reserve. Nikplayer there, looking very healthy as they enter a very damaging portion of the speedrun in the wreck ship.
Well, it looks like, honestly, looking at Nikplayer's movement, that maybe the nerves calmed it a lot smoother to me. This is safe grapple variation over the mode. You really don't want to fall into the mode.
Nice speedball from Sloaters. First to the Fantoon boss.
We're actually gonna see Dopplers for Slaughter's side. Still Spacer on. Actually, not too surprising because she has a very good time in a lot of categories, same as the low 42 in PRKD any percent. So definitely comfortable with just a 2-round Doppler. First round looked solid, got a couple missiles in. Second round mid. Well executed fight. Little low on the super drops for Sloaters, but that's not too much of a concern in this route. In 100% in general. Good on the energy on the health part. So you can do a couple damage boosts until the E-tank. First X Factor hits.
Ooh, nicely done. Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to see some X Factors on Fantoon. Alright, so second round. Oh, looks like they had the setup, but wasn't able to switch over to supers in time. Very fortunate to get a mid pattern there, as opposed to a slow pattern. So, 3-round Fantoon for Nikplayer.
Yeah, I think mid. Just still a solid time. So I have never seen that much energy out of Fantoon. Oh, Slaughters didn't bounce before the door, but has backup set up for that situation. Makes it through pretty unharmed. Gets caught in the water under the E-tank a little bit. It's quite awkward when you land into the water after grappling. But makes good work of the room. Yes, this is both early Crocomire. As you can see, both have grapple beam. Same with the way back on the spiky room of the for Sloaters. Didn't quite get the strategy, the full strat, but it's definitely worth it to know all the situations and how to handle them correctly so you get through without taking a lot of damage. Well done.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Nikplayer took some damage, but was able to spare the energy. When you're low on energy, you can get pretty desperate to figure out how you get out of there. So nothing to it. Nice bounce ball over and grabbing their energy tank.
A very clean attic street sweeper strategy for Slaughters. Also, nice bounce ball for Nikplayer to make it past the last spike. Just took one hit of spikes, which is perfect. Health should be fine. Opting to go for a power bomb version for S the attic strats. spark.
And sparking, yeah. It's yeah. I was curious if they're gonna grab that energy. Oh, I like that. Using the grapple beam, spark to take damage from that spark, so they can just run through the floor spark.
It's very good because it makes the room just a lot more consistent. Like you see people in the late clock route, they try to do a speed keep out of the bounce ball
Mhm.
from the spikes, which is just frame perfect trick, which doesn't
Yeah.
work always. And with grapple, you just have a consistent strategy to get through that section fast.
Oh, I love the bounce balls strat there from Nick. Very nice attic. Through and back. I'm just gotta make a jump here. Grabbing the missile.
Nicely done. It always looks easy when you see people doing it, but it's definitely not so easy because you need the right run speed for it, and it's very frustrating when you miss it. I wonder when Sloaters will turn off Spacer. Maybe at the elevator. Because when you don't need a menu anywhere, but you want a menu somewhere, the fastest way to menu is at an elevator, because it makes the elevator faster. Gets the mock ball out just in time.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Respawned. Fortunately, bonks the door. Really quick select to the grapple there during the jump. It's not easy to do. To select 4 times and grapple.
Yeah, very impressed. Slutters. She's very mindful of her good awareness. You know, shot out the gap there after the moat and able to hop over it.
Takes a bit damage off the lava or the acid in this room, but has plenty health to spare. It's a perfect amount. Not sure, will we see? Nope, we just go through the door. For the Gauntlet E-Tank Spark, it's pretty tough anyway, and when you bonk the door in like an early croc, you usually do, you have enough energy. It makes it even less worth it to go for when you're not very consistent with it. Some really nice quick drops.
Oh, nice speedball from Nick. Bounce over the power bomb.
Maybe try to damage boost from the particle, but damage boosting from that particle coming towards you is pretty hard to do. Okay. Nikplayer probably usually menus at this point and turns off area, but I wanted to say here we have the menu from Sloaters, and you see the transition activated earlier.
Yeah, it's good to do the menu there because the fade out of the menu, you know, you're going down the elevator as well as the fade in.
Wow, Max, quick use of the beatum who latched onto slaughters. It will make the door transition a little bit faster when you don't lose a lot of time trying to shoot them all, because they do a sound as well, and the sound has to cut out before the door transition starts. That's why you actually see people trying to kill those beatums in the room. Nice moonfalls from Nikplayer down this shaft. It's one of the bigger moonfall saves. Usually moonfalls save just a couple frames, 10, 20, 30 frames, but it's actually quite a lot in that room.
That might have been a sort of a minor mistake there from Sloaters. They're gonna have to open that power bomb door over to the right for the Brinstar energy tank. Pink Brink. Or Pink Brin. Nice Mission Impossible.
Has to power twice because of that, because usually the power bomb opens the door and those blocks. It lands right in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like Sloaters. She's built her lead up to a little over a minute now. Judging from when Nikplayer grabbed these power bombs over here.
I like that strat from Nikplayer. He killed the enemy in the room before the power bomb exploded, and then did a crouch morph ball jump to reduce more lag and make it up to the platform. That was nicely done. Let's see if he is able to go for the Mission Impossible. Sets it up a bit more conservative, but setup looks good. And it definitely still saves a lot of time with that setup.
Yeah.
So just a quick look. Sloaters is slightly behind her PB, but still very good pace. Nikplayer actually is quite far ahead. Oh, we just saw the charge clip. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
great.
It's a very finicky clip through the floor at charge.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
You can't. Yeah, that's one point of it, and it's a bit more complex than just holding L or R than some other clips. But after you get it, it actually can be quite consistent.
A little late on the jump there. Try and go for the blockbuster.
Nikplayer opts to shine spark up this room. It's definitely a way more consistent strats and still pretty fast.
Yeah, Slutters likes to line up that shine spark with the ground there, so that you have the right position to go right into the missile at the top of Main Street.
The pirate says hello and moves on. Isn't... Okay, so we will see the grapple variation again. Twice in a day, that's great.
What do you like to do in this room? Do you like the shine spark?
I like the shine spark. Like, making the grapple strat faster is just really hard to do.
Yeah.
I've tried and I haven't gotten it faster, so I just opt to get comfortable with the shine spark. Sometimes even I go for consistency strats. Great short charge from Nikplayer. Kills the crab before, goes back and lines up the short charge. So it can be pretty tricky to do the short charge while shooting missiles at the crab.
So there's damage boosting, and there's the shine spark up. So Mama Turtle energy tank. Gonna line up a shot right here just to shoot the wall, so then grab the missile.
Well, that's a nice variation. Grabbing the super missiles first. You don't see that often. Must be something we did back in the day. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter which way you grab those items. But that's somehow weird, right? Because most people grab the missiles first. New people who learn the game will obviously grab the missiles first as well. No one questions it.
Sometimes it's force of habit, you know. Someone more into randomizer is prioritizes what they see, you know. So you want to grab supers. All right, I like that from Nikplayer. Using speed echoes just for a little extra safety, get themselves through the beach. Sloaters have to do another pass at the pre-bottom room.
Something we don't see often. The old school bot wound opener X Factor.
Yeah, if you can do it in one round, it works just as well.
Definitely. Like I said at the beginning, why change something that works, especially if you don't want to put a lot more time into it, learn new stuff. It's all about being comfortable. Nice full halfy.
Yeah, especially you know, in this category where your ammo is so high, we do the call setup for any percent because you don't have as much ammo. I mean, the luxury here is that you do.
Nikplayer enters spot wound, and Sloaters is about to start the dragon fight. He's going for the decalled factor.
Oh wow, that's That's 3 for 3. I've seen that particle miss. It's a called setup.
Doesn't work as good, huh?
Yeah, I guess giving the players trouble today. Oh, I'm not sure how that fight went. I'm paying more attention to Nick over here, but
The
Sloaters.
second spark was a bit low, so it didn't kill Dragon. And at the end, she even checked her head. I'm not sure she had a shine spark up and running, but killed Dragon with some missiles.
Yeah, when Dragon's that low, just finish her off as quick as possible.
Going for the Womple jump instead now. Wait, no,
she got the
spike
suit.
suit.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. Nicely done.
You can get both. You can have both. Womple jump into spike suit. Spark.
The Womple spark, sure. The fastest way, I guess. I mean, Nikplayer setting up for an X Factor. Spark was a little bit low.
I like that. Setting up using the missiles. Oh, okay. Just gonna be safe here. You know, when the goop is coming out from Dragon, probably didn't want to risk changing anything up there with the spark.
Yeah. I really like that decision, just because he might have noticed himself that the opener wasn't perfect, and that spark probably wouldn't have killed Dragon. So he just opted to kill her in that round anyway with just missiles. So if that's the case, a very smart decision, I think.
All right, there's a Womple jump.
There we go. But no Metroid following him.
Alright, no ice beam here, so the players will be using their grapple beam in the pants room.
You can do something else here?
Yeah. It's funny, it used to be the only reason we would even do the ice clip before was for bingo races. But now it's become the main thing, 100%. If you go late, Croc.
Yeah, 100% evolved so much. I think 6 years ago, the top 10 was like 120 area, 119. It evolved a lot, that category, in the past years.
Yeah. Yeah, the E-tanks, they might be different on E-tank counts, but the way that Meridian is set up, they'll be looping back around through by going through Cactus Alley, I should say. Sometimes I don't know. I'm sure this happened to me before. I can't quite recall, but I'm sure I've skipped the bottom tank, you know, twice. You know, you loop around and you're just, your main thought is to just go through the sand. So
and then you enter low enough elevator and you wonder why you're at like 150 HP.
That's right. Yeah. Sometimes you play so cleanly that you're not really noticing that your energy hasn't really gone down that much. All right, Sloaters navigating the Cassius room, and Nikplayer shooting the little snail there just to make getting past Shack Tool a little bit quicker. Sloaters will be rewarded with Plasma Beam. She now has to clear out this room. Nicely done.
I actually thought the bottom pirate wasn't dead, but I think that was just probably the particles that the pirate shots before he died.
Oh, yeah, Nikplayer trying to use the missile there. Open the door, but Shagtool, a little greedy, taking it from her.
So is getting caught in the sand. Quicksand, one of the worst things in Super Metroid.
Yeah, I have a great memory of that situation there where Sloaters just was. I had the speed echoes and I had a shine spark charged and I fall into that sand and then I let the spark go, and when you're in that quicksand, you have a spark going. It takes forever. This is not something you want to have happen.
Yeah, and 100%, especially, it's not very fun.
Okay, Slaughter's making sure that little spiny shell is taken care of. Able to use the speed echoes there. Break the speed blocks.
One of the really cool strats which Spring Ball make you able to do.
Oh wow! Oh, okay. I thought Nikplayer still had a pirate alive, able to get through the door.
It's quite good as a backup as well for a lot of strats. When you miss the pirate, you can just shoot him from above. It's great that the shot just hits him. Oh.
that was a little funny there. Slaughter's unmorphing to grab the reserve tank.
Gets a spring ball across the gap. Very nice. And Nikplayer opted to farm a couple more keg attacks. Seems like he wants to use a lot of supers for Ridley. We see later. His super count is really good though. If I remember correctly, Slotus doesn't even use supers on Ridley. Maybe because it's just comfortable, but we'll see later.
Yeah, she'll be the first one building on her lead, or trying for the super shot. Go into Grid's lair. Alright, Nikplayer. Going for a Shine Spark. Grab these Aqueduct items. Just about done with their Meridia as well.
Going for...
Oh, you going for the super short charge. Try to get the speed echoes here to break this little block. Doesn't quite get it. We'll have to just bomb it out.
Very hard strategy because you need minimum of round of run speed.
Yeah.
Out of 4-tap, it's really hard.
Oh, Nikplayer very clean. Getting the shot on the block, then morphing, using the spring ball, get up to the reserve tank and grab this missile as well.
Yeah, just for reference for the chat who don't see it, you only see the timer. Nikplayer looks far behind, but according to his splits, his PB, he's over a minute ahead of his PB. So I mean, it looks very solid, the run, and props to that, being able to play that solid in a race. It's a very good run for Nick.
Yeah.
See if should shot both blocks then.
Yeah.
Could just springboard through the middle one, but Nick got enough supers, so that's fine. Rock Speedway. Getting through without losing the momentum for space jumps. Very crucial to get good times here. Nice chronic boost. Sloaters as well, just looking clean. Both are really comfortable in their run right now.
Yeah, this is really the portion of 100% where, you know, you're very you don't have too much to worry about as far as like your health. Usually ammo is not a factor, so just worrying about your movement is the biggest priority. Players are playing very well right now. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so Nikplayer just sort of brute forcing their way, able to jump over. Wow. Yeah, I'm always impressed when players just like to space jump over to this Teresa missile. I'm not for the faint of heart.
Definitely can be very scary, especially if you like press the jump button just slightly too early after the door transition. Yeah, experience. Trauma, I would say.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I had that happen in a qualifier race where I fell there.
Yeah, this happened to me for sure. Ooh, Slaughter, she able to get that the shine spark charged up before went through the door. Just sparked straight through.
There's so many strats which you don't see today anymore. I've forgotten about all them, but yeah, Spark. Absolute valid strat. It's fast.
Yes, everything is valid.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe not the correct word that I used there. Nikplayer trying to go for a Debu strat in this room. There's so many different variations of what you can do in that room. Makes it across with a space jump safely. Well done. Place the power bomb low. There's a reason why people nowadays lay the power bomb low. You break less blocks at the top where the super missile is, so it lags less. It's pretty interesting, I thought. You just break enough blocks to grab the missiles.
I see. Yeah, the lag reduction stats are very interesting to me. Because, you know, just at first glance, oh, nice. Going for the shine spark here. Just at first glance, it just seems like you save frames there just because the ceiling is lower. You know, so you just space jump up there. But yeah, it's awesome. You get lag reduction as well.
So setting up for springboard strategy.
Oh, this looks good. Yeah, Slaughter's not letting me down with the spring ball strat going into sort of.
Sets up for an early shot onto Ridley. Doesn't have that many supers, but like I said before, pretty sure he mostly uses just the plasma fight, which is not so much slower. Surely if you can use 27 supers or something, the fight's quicker, and if you hit them all. But using supers on Ridley is is not an easy task. Like, people make it look very easy, but it's much more comfortable to just do 20 plasma shots.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Nikplayer will use supers on Ridley, seeing the luxury of having more ammo.
Oh, 2 key hunters even dropped supers, but unfortunately, it's way too far away to grab them. But yeah, 29 is a lot. It's more than you need.
Ooh, very nice reverse powerhouse from Sloaters, getting out of the metal pirates. And doing a little high five here. The spike platforms.
Skiga took a little bit until he went over to damage boost, but still pretty fast room.
Yeah, I think the important part, able to get that wasteland speedball.
And here comes Nikplayer with a pretty fight. Doesn't do the damage from above. Actually sets up for a very good strategy.
Ooh, pretty good pattern too.
Don't think he missed any super. Yeah, that was 27 supers. Second shot. Wow, that's impressive. That was a really good Ridley fight.
Yeah, spared no expense.
Like, having that many supers is fine, shooting that many as well, but hitting all those supers, that's impressive.
Oh, what a setup from Slaughters. Go for the speedball here. Gonna break the block and just go straight through.
Nice.
Very impressive.
It's just an assumption but that might be like the second time it happened in this tournament. Not very high success rate on the Holo Ruby special. It's a very hard strategy, of course. First I thought Nikplayer didn't lay the powerbomb accident, but he just opts for doing a normal strat. With screw attack, it's much easier. You can just screw attack, kill those.
Unfortunately, not able to get the wasteland speedball. It can be pretty tricky. You're doing a lot of things. You're tapping for the short charge, and then you have to you're trying to be careful of the Skigas, so you're also shooting.
Sets up for a nice D-boost. Gets onto the platform. Doesn't fall down the platform. Very nice. There's always something nice about strategies where you freeze enemies to use as platforms. It's super creative.
Yeah, I like that.
Also sets up for the Holo Ruby. Doesn't quite get the short charge. And the left side, the best room in this category, maybe not. Oh. It's my favorite room for sure.
Yeah.
They're having a bit of an issue with screw attack. The single tile block
Yeah.
gets here. Why do you do this to us? Single tile blocks are not very fun to deal with. But on the other hand, it might not be intended to break that block with a screw tech.
Oh, nice. Nikplayer doing the damage boost over the gap there at Bubble Mountain. Both players landing pretty good strats there. Sloaters able to spring ball over. She will be grabbing the X-ray and then cleaning up Retro Brinstar.
I would love to see from Nikplayer now running at the top and space jump to this room back. Maybe he runs at the bottom. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that room's it's a little unusual. You know, the lava there slows you down, so it's not like the acid. All right, Nikplayer gets the damage boost. Such a cool strat. Ooh,
Oh.
Sloaters with the swag. She knows what's on the line. She's making the crowd. She's impressing the crowd right now.
Hey, it's just frame perfect. That's fine. Great job on the speed keep.
Oh,
sets up for the reverse sinking.
Yeah, let's go for the reverse slinky. You can't have it all. You can't have it all, Sloaters. But it was a good attempt.
No, she's trying to really show off at the end now.
Yeah, you know, that's the coolest thing about this speedrun. 100%. Just so many flashy strats, and then they're all just amazing to do.
Yeah, JD, you're getting called out in chat from Sloaters. Why not?
Pesky ceiling energy tank. Sloaters was holding an angle as well. Kind of interesting. She wasn't able to grab it.
Yeah, the hitbox of that energy tank is quite weird.
Yeah, the ceiling energy tanks, you know, they're always unusual.
It's a very nice strat into the Billy Mays room where you bounce off the corner, the ledge, just shoots you through the room. Makes it a little bit quicker. I mean, it's not like this room is a lot of time save when you get the strat or not. It's like a second apart usually, but it's always great to get some strategies in Blueprint Star here, because it's just a very hard section of the game. There's not a lot of easy alternative strategies. Generally, it's just hard strategies all over the place. Nikplayer still looking really strong on this run. Pace is looking great. Hopefully he can focus and doesn't get too nervous, but it looks like he's playing very well right now. Slight mistake there on the space jump. Nice speedball. Now this mini section after the power bomb is really hard to do well. It's such a tiny area to actually fit through a mock ball. Generally, you're just happy with it without when you don't lose in eternity.
Wow, I'm kind of impressed there. Nikplayer was able to see that mock ball and lay that power bomb in a very precise spot for doing a spring ball up to the energy tank.
Sloaters on her way for the last missile pack, the last item in the game. Equips the grapple, is ready to open the door quick. We see jumps a bit late.
Wow.
I didn't even know that's possible with that
Oh
kind
man,
of a jump.
yeah, dude. It's the power of the grapple beam. Come on, I'm telling you.
G4 time, what was it? 110, 15-ish? Very solid. Still like mid 117, mid to high 117 pace. Maybe even lower, depends on how well the Turian goes. Very nice. Very nice for a race. So yeah, this race actually would have been is about in my bracket, and unfortunately I had the mishap and went to the lower bracket. So I probably will play the loser of this. I would have loved to play Sloaters. Probably been an exciting race, but it is what it is. Nikplayer gets a nice mock ball. Doesn't have power bombs equipped, but you know, lost a bit of time because of that.
Alright, keep an eye on Sloaters over here on the left. Ooh, very nice upshot on the third Metroid first room. Gonna group these Metroids over here. Gets the third room. Wasn't able to spring ball over, but very, very good Metroid rooms in general.
15 supers out of the Metroid rooms. I mean, that's probably the power of not using supers on Ridley. Mother Wayne 1 will not be able to live for long. Maybe skip looks like the old and traditional way. Good first, good second jump. Goes for one extra safety jump and perfect.
Yeah, I was maybe a little nervous with that that second jump there, but able to clear it.
Opting to go for the free and easy springboard skip. It's a very, very good variation. A lot of people, when coming to 100%, dislike the fact that with Screw Attack, the normal zap skip you can't perform. You have to do the downback skip. But I'm not sure when it was found. But it's a good alternative strategy, that springboard skip.
Yeah, you know, I used to just do a speed booster zap skip. I do a short charge to skip it. Again,
Honestly,
the variation of the strats always very interesting. 100%.
Honestly, could that be faster than the springboard version? Maybe. Didn't think about that one.
All right, Sloaters setting up for the stand-up. Okay, they're just gonna have to damage themselves very quickly because they did not take off the various. They're saving themselves a pause menu.
That's one difference as well about the routes. In early Crocomire, you don't really have the chance to do an extra menu. I guess technically Slotus could have taken the barrier off, but she's very comfortable with the barrier on. So why not do it?
All right, very nicely done from Nikplayer. They're on pretty good pace. I'm not really keeping track, but doing very well. They're doing very well. Unfortunately, pretty low on super missiles. So
Good decision to use the super missile for the Idor.
oh, I didn't notice they took off the screw tag. So able to do the Zeb skip the normal way. Now, plenty of missiles to go into Mother Brain 1.
Stand up look glitch. Very great for Slotus, just 2 shots to kill. Yeah, that's a very solid pace. No 117. We see how she surprises us in the escape with some great strategies to finish off. It's the unmorph through the door to skip the platform. Very nice. Surely she goes for blue bomber. Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Player performing stand-up glitch. He turned off Varia a while ago.
Oh,
be more safe.
okay.
Okay.
That was I kind of just looked away and noticed Nikplayer's reserve tank was going off, but should be in the clear now.
Yeah, it was a little bit scary. Slaughters on your way. Last room.
Almost a 116.
Wow. 117. Finishes with an official race time of 117.12. Good game, Slaughters. Great run.
Yes.
Really impressive. Nikplayer finishing off the stand-up glitch. Hitting all the onion rings. Very important. Very good job. Opts to be very safe when the baby dies, to not holding a charge shot. And a 3-shot kill. Perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a reminder. 121.08 is Nikplayer's PB. And if you can see the timer right now, yeah.
But yeah,
gonna be great.
This will be a PB. There's no cursing here. We're gonna see Nikplayer get a PB here.
Potentially even the 120 skip, yes. I talked with him earlier, just a little bit in chat, and he was hoping for a PB. He was very confident, did a lot of practice lately, and I'm very happy that it actually worked out.
Yeah. You know,
Get overwhelmed by the nerves of races and such. Just concentrated on their gameplay, and yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You know, these tournaments, they tend to bring out the best in these speedrunners. Yeah, they're practicing a lot because it's a stacked competition, and Nikplayer looks like they're gonna grab this 119. It's really, really impressive.
Very nice.
Pausing,
Probably.
pausing right there
Maybe-
on the frame.
Maybe the emulator pauses when Nikplayer goes into the race room, clicks out of it. But we finished on 100% speed, not 143% speed the whole run, so it should be fine. Very nice job, GG. That's 1 minute 20 seconds personal best for Nikplayer. Great job.
Yeah, just remind you all, tuning in. You guys are watching the Speedgaming 3 channel. There are plenty of other channels here on the Speedgaming network, I'll say. And right now, the event happening is Speedgaming Live 2023. Lots of different tournaments, not just speed runs. There's randomizers. If you are curious about it, go check out the website speedgaming.org, and there should be links there for the schedule and other events that are happening. There's plenty of things going on. Not just Super Metroid either. There's Link to the Past, Mega Man 2, you name it. So lots of variety.
Yeah, just for heads up, looks like Sloaters is not for in the post-race talk. That's totally fine. And not sure if Nikplayer wants to. He might not, because he's not super comfortable with his English. He's a German fellow as well. Shout out to him.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
GG's to both of them.
Yeah, GG's great race.
Never mind.
My God.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to Nikplayer. Congratulations on being the runner-up, but more importantly, getting a 119.
Thank you very much. But by the end, I was so stressed. that run was very good for me. Very good. And I'm glad to have sub 120. I talked to Timon in the stream. I hope I beat the sub 120 with Sloaters, and I got it. Wow, amazing.
That was great. Yeah, at the start it kind of looked like you were a little bit nervous. That's all right. But I think after wrecked ship you just put the gas on and really played well all over the place. No major mistakes, nothing like that. Well done. Good job.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Good luck to our competitors in their future matches. We do have more matches happening tonight. Again, Shiny Zenny versus Kevnastics. That will be on Speedgaming 4, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And Professor School versus Susurim. Or Susurim, excuse me. That will be 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time over on Speedgaming 4 as well. Tune in if you guys want to see more Super Metroid. And thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Timon, for joining me on comms. And we'll see you next
Thank you very
mission.
much.